Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter World video. And as of this last weekend, Arc-Tempered Nergigante was released, as some of you may or may not know. And of course, with him, we also got the Nergigante Gamma armor set and the brand new Ryu layered armor set. Now, the armor set actually leaked quite a few months ago, so we already knew exactly what skills and slots they would have, but it wasn't until now that we actually got our hands on them and can actually use them in our mix sets. So today, I'm bringing you guys some endgame mix sets that have seen an improvement thanks to the Nergigante armor. So first off, we have the Charge Blade. The set I'm going to be talking about is the Diablos Tyrannus Elementless Charge Blade set. For this, we're going to be using the Dragon King Eye Patch Alpha, slotted with a Charger Jewel. The chest is the brand new Nergigante Male Gamma, slotted with an Elementless Jewel, a Magazine Jewel, and an Artillery Jewel. The gloves are the Kushala Grip Gamma, slotted with 2 more Artillery Jewels and 1 Iron Wall Jewel. The coil is the Kushala Cocoon Gamma, slotted with an Expert Jewel and an Attack Jewel. The boots are the brand new Nergigante Greaves Gamma, slotted with a Tenderizer Jewel and a Mighty Jewel. And the charm is the Handicraft Charm 3. As a whole, this would give you maxed out Handicraft, 4 levels of attack boost, maxed out weakness exploit, focus, and artillery, 2 levels of maximum might, 1 level of critical eye, capacity boost, guard, and a non-elemental boost. The main difference between this and the old meta set is that this one has 8% more affinity. That's right, a whole 8 more percent. I should also mention that this 8 more percent also is due to maximum might, so there are actually times where you will have less affinity than the old set, but at least with this one you have a slightly higher chance to crit, which granted is not a lot, but you know, for those of us out there that are looking for every little drop of min-maxing available to us, then this is fine. The next set that I have for you guys is one for the hammer, once again using a Diablos weapon, the Diablos Shatterer 2, slotted with a non-elemental boost jewel. The helmet, chest, gloves, and coil are all Draken gear, slotted with a total of 2 Tenderizer Jewels, 2 Mighty Jewels, a Handicraft Jewel, and 1 Expert Jewel. And the boots are the new Nergigante Gamma boots, slotted with a final Mighty Jewel and a final Tenderizer Jewel, and the charm is the Handicraft Charm 3. As a whole, this set gives you exactly the same stats as the old meta set for the Diablo Shatterer, except that this also gives you Airborne, which increases your jumping attacks and your aerial attacks by 10%. And given that the hammer's slide attack and jumping attacks are so strong, there is no reason not to run this, and in certain matchups, depending on the terrain, it can actually mean a hell of a lot. Unfortunately, other than that, it doesn't really do much else. It doesn't give you any new skills or any improvement on old skills or anything like that, but again, why not? And lastly, a Greatsword set for the Wyvern Ignition Greatsword, which has been slotted with an Expert Jewel and an Attack Jewel. The armor is exactly the same as the previous hammer set I just showed you guys, which is basically Nergigante Gamma boots, and the rest is Draken armor, slotted with a total of 2 Mighty Jewels, 2 Charger Jewels, a Critical Jewel, an Elementless Jewel, and a Tenderizer Jewel alongside an Exploiter Charm. As a whole, this gives you once again the exact same skills as the old meta set, except that this one has Airborne. And again, since the Greatsword's jumping attacks do so much damage, especially mounting damage, there really isn't any reason not to run this. And having Airborne in your set innately means that you don't have to sacrifice any other skill like Critical Boost or Weakness Exploit or Max Might or anything like that in order to run Aerial Greatsword, which is great and all, but it doesn't really change much. And that's the thing, isn't it? These are 3 weapons, popular weapons, sure, but still only 3 out of the 14 types that got a upgrade of any kind, furthermore a significant upgrade. Now, I don't play LAN, so I can't really speak from experience there, but in all honesty, I'm kind of just disappointed overall. Nergigante is the flagship monster of Monster Hunter World. It's the iconic monster, you know, and his Arc-Tempered version should have been the ultimate challenge, you know, especially with how long we've had to wait for him. But he's actually pretty easy, and the armor as a whole pales in comparison to other sets like the Draken armor or even the Kolv set. I was really looking forward to some spicy new longsword or switch axe builds, but there really isn't any way for you to make the current meta sets better with the inclusion of Nergigante Gamma armor pieces. Still, like I said, for those of us out there that are really live for the min-max, these sets I showed you today are a slight improvement, but I was just looking for more, or maybe just something different for a change. But that's about it, guys. Those are my sets and my thoughts on Arc-Tempered Nergigante. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I would like to thank my patrons for the support, and of course I would like to thank all of you guys for watching. I know I promised I'd make a Dauntless Hammer build video, but I was actually kind of busy last week, but I should be able to upload that tomorrow. I already have everything recorded, everything. I just, got wrapped up. But anyway, again, I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.